Do you think players just don't want to be tested anymore? Like, let's just go. Let's just, you know, we're in the home stretch, and who cares if somebody tests positive or got flu-like symptoms or they're asymptomatic? Does the NFL care?
Well, I think there are some players that do, and those players had been previously pushing for daily testing. I think the majority of the players at this point are like, you know what? I'm vaccinated. Maybe I'm boosted. Maybe I'm not. 80% of the guys that are testing positive now are asymptomatic. Like, we got to play these games.
Yeah.
Because, Dan, it's kind of crazy, right? The game was supposed to be Saturday at 4:30. They postponed it 48 hours. The Browns got 3 guys back, Wyatt Teller, as well as Tack McKinley and John Johnson, but they lost Jadeveon Clowney and their starting right tackle, James Hudson, in those 48 hours. So the Browns got a net one more guy, Dan. One more guy. So they moved the NFL moved everything. 48 hours for one extra player for the Cleveland Browns. I'll tell you what's really weird now. The 2 things we got to talk about. Number one, they're not testing guys unless you have symptoms. Well, guess what? Nobody's going to say they have symptoms. Yeah. Can you imagine being an NFL offensive lineman and what your offensive line coach would say to you if you came in and said, yeah, trainer, I have the sniffles. I mean, they would look at you like you have 3 heads. But then I just found out yesterday, I didn't realize this. Do you know they're still going to do some random testing, though? Like almost like you're at the airport and it's TSA pre-check and you go through and you get buzzed and you're like, I don't have any metal on me. They're like, oh, no, it's just a random. They're doing random, which I think, Dan, presents a real issue. Like, what if next week they randomly get a starting quarterback and he's positive? Meanwhile, the team they're playing, the only guy they randomly test is the practice squad punter. I think when you do things randomly like that, it opens you up to criticism and skepticism about how random it really is. I'm surprised they did that.
Can you refuse?
I don't know. Is it like when you get pulled over for a DUI or something? You're refusing the breathalyzer? By the way, I heard you guys talking about that yesterday too. But my point is no, I don't think you can refuse. That's a great question. What are they going to do if you do refuse? If you do refuse, do they say you're a positive or do they fine you? That's actually an amazing question.